Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm refreshing my kids' room for Halloween, a little reset, a little decorating, and while I do so, I want to share 10 of the biggest life lessons I've learned along the way. And I truly hope this video can motivate, encourage, and inspire someone because I feel like for my 38 years of life, I have experienced a lot of things. And I wish someone could have told me these things ahead of time. And I know a lot of you always say you guys look at me as a big sister, a little sister. So I'm always thinking of ways that I can help someone. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this video. Okay, so lesson 1 is protect your peace. I cannot stress to you enough how important this is. Through my life, I've learned that not everything deserves my energy, and protecting my peace sometimes means just saying no, stepping away, or just choosing not to respond to it. So just always remember, having your own peace of mind is priceless, and you don't have to explain it to anyone or why you choose it. Okay, so lesson 2 is gratitude. For me, I feel like gratitude changes everything. When I focus on what I do have instead of what I don't, life feels so much fuller. Gratitude doesn't erase the problems. Like, I'm just going to be honest, like it doesn't erase problems, but it shifts your heart, it shifts your mindset. And the more grateful you are, the more joy you feel and you notice in your life. Okay, so this is going to be a hard one, I already know, but lesson 3 for me is forgive even without the apology. I had to learn that forgiveness is for me, not them. Holding on to anger and just being mad really only weighs you down, honestly. And letting go doesn't mean what they did was okay. It just means that you choose to be free. So that is a big one. Just letting go, that old friendship, that old relationship, things that your parents did, whatever the case is, let it go. Seriously, let it go. Okay, lesson number 4, show up for yourself the way you show up for others. And I am guilty of this. When I tell you, this took me years of understanding. It took me a long time. As a woman, as a mom, we pour so much into everyone else, but you can't pour from an empty cup. And when I tell you that is the truth, it really is. Taking care of yourself isn't selfish. Go on that date. Go on that date with your friends. Go on that solo date with yourself. Take yourself to dinner. Go to the movies. Take time out for yourself. It is okay. Go get your hair done. Go get your nails done. Go get a massage. It is necessary. You deserve the same energy you give others. Always remember that. Lesson 5. This is a big one. Happiness. Being happy within yourself. It took me years to understand that happiness is built and not found. I feel like we live in a world where so many people look for happiness in so many materialistic things and look for happiness in other people, and then once something or a situation is done or something is taken away from you, we're back to square one. So finding happiness within yourself is important. Happiness is not something that you stumble across one day. It's something that you create within the choices you make, your perspective, your habits. For me, waiting for it just to show up will only leave you feeling empty. So make sure you strive every day to find your true happiness as a woman. Okay, lesson number 6, rest is productive too. Again, this took me a long time to figure out, and still to today, I have a hard time just resting. I'm always on go, 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 because that's just my nature as a mom and a wife. I'm always going to take care of my home. I'm always going to take care of my man and my kids. So, I'm constantly on go. So take this with a grain of salt because I am still in the process of trying to learn this lesson. And I feel like we live in a culture that glorifies being busy, but burnout isn't a badge of honor, y'all. I'm telling you, you guys see it. People are burnt out all the time, and resting is a part of the process. I feel like it recharges you. You can show up as your best self. And I feel like rest doesn't mean you're lazy. It means you're wise. You know, there's a difference between just laziness and a difference between giving yourself grace and you're tired. So always remember, you know, for my moms out there that's constantly on go, make sure you rest too, because for me, I feel like I always know when I need to rest because my body, I always get sick. So for some reason, I always get sick. My throat start hurting or something happens, and God makes sure I sit down and rest. So literally lesson number 6 is rest is productive too. Lesson number 7, consistency wins every time. It's not about doing everything perfectly. Trust me, I know in my imperfect, perfect life, but it's about showing up even when it's messy, even when you're tired. The small things you do every day matter more than the big things you do sometimes. So just always give yourself grace and remember that just doing little things day by day, just like walking. Try to aim for 30 to 45 minutes, but on the days that you don't feel like walking, just do 10 minutes. At least you still walked. Lesson number 8, joy doesn't need a reason. I've learned to stop waiting for big moments to feel happy. When I tell you guys, I am literally happy with just lighting a candle, wearing my favorite PJs, going downstairs, getting me some ice cream, some cookies, even though I'm not supposed to have it, but it's okay. Once a week don't hurt. But, you know, getting my ice cream and cookies, putting on my favorite PJs and watching my TV show on my couch makes me happy. You know, joy is a choice you get to make a daily. And I think once we start realizing that I choose to be happy regardless on what's going on in my life, because the problem is we get to see what everyone's doing at our fingertips. You can check on whoever you want and see what they're doing. We see people in Jamaica, Punta Cana. We see people in Paris. We see people at shows and family reunions or whatever the case is. I feel like our brain was not meant to digest seeing so much in little time. Just you scrolling, you're going from happy, sad, laughing, crying. You know, it's just, I don't know. So I had to change the way I look at social media, and I had to use social media to my advantage. And now I really enjoy TikTok. Like I told you guys before, I don't care for Instagram, honestly. But TikTok, I find all types of recipes. I'm able to learn different things. So if you are a type of person like me that do not care for social media, or if you feel like social media makes you feel a certain way about your life, please do not. Half of the people on social media is false. Seriously, they're lying, they're faking. It's like, never compare your life to someone's online life. Seriously, because half of the stuff is curated to look aesthetically pleasing. And even for me, when I'm making my videos, I make them to be aesthetically pleasing to the eye so you guys can enjoy watching them. But shoot, half the time behind the scenes, my kids is yelling in the background, y'all. I'm hot. Like, it's crazy. So I just want to remind you guys to always choose happiness because that's important. Lesson number 8, your timeline is your own. This is so important to understand. I used to rush my journey because I honestly thought I was behind. Seriously, like I thought I was behind, but I'm not. I am right on time. I'm right where God want me to be. And life doesn't have a schedule. I feel like people think like you have to be married by 25. You have to have a house by 30. You have to have kids by 35. No. You have kids when you feel like you're ready to have kids. You get married when you feel like you're ready to get married. And if you don't want to get married, that's okay too. If you don't want to have kids, that is okay. I feel like people have in their minds that this is the way life is supposed to go. You go to school, you go to high school, you go to college, you find someone, you get a job, you get married. Like, no, that's not the way life is supposed to go. Life is going to go the way you want it to go. Whatever you want to do with your life, do it. Do not allow other people around you to make you feel rushed, like you're missing something. Do not rush your life because of other people, y'all. I am not where I want to be, but I'm not in a rush. You know, I'm not in a rush. I'm okay where I am. Of course, every day I strive to be a better version of myself. Every day I am, working towards goals. But at the same time, I am enjoying this season of where I am in my life. And that's what's important is enjoying where you are. So I just wanted to share that with you guys because I feel like we live in a time where everyone is just rushing to be and to do so many things. But always remember, what's meant for you will always find you, even if it takes a little longer than you planned. Lesson number 10, your kids will remember the love, not the things. When I think about my childhood, I had such an awesome childhood, and I cannot think about one thing that my parents bought me, but I do remember Friday nights watching Thank God It's Friday. We used to watch Boy Meets World, Full House. We used to watch Sabrina the Teenage Witch and just eating food and going places and being at cookouts with my family and my cousins. So just remember, it's not all about the things that you buy your kids, but it's about how you make them feel the time that you spend with them. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. And until next time, I will see you on the next one.